Hello everyone, welcome to Beast Cocina. Today I'm actually going to I already posted a video about seasoning the meat, and this is precisely the meat that I just seasoned in that video. If you haven't seen that video, I'm gonna put the link into this video. I just want to tell you guys thank you for visiting my channel. But this is going to be a simple way of cooking this meat, and basically how to give it more flavor and some coloring, and without having to add some salsa or tomato sauce or anything like that. So let me just try to do that. First, you're gonna get. I actually have this is this from what is it called? It's a 6.1. This is actually a trans. I can't believe I don't know the name of it, but this actually I purchased on Sam's Club. They had I think it was $39.99, and they called the Dutch oven, and these Dutch ovens are so good to cook meat because they're gonna be able to give it more flavor, to tenderize it, to make it taste more beautiful and more tasteful. So what I do is I put my stove on medium high. And once I'm done with medium high, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put olive oil in it. And the olive oil is going to go in. Where's my olive oil? My olive oil is going to be in here. And I'm only going to put like a teaspoon or something in that. And one or two teaspoons. And the next step is going to be a little orthodox. It's going to be something different that normally Dominican use to flavor a meat, and basically not flavor but basically give a color to it. And I love doing this with the chicken, which is the chicken thigh, and the chicken that we seasoned prior 2 days ago. So first you put the olive oil. Next is going to be, you're gonna need some sugar. Let's get sugar. Where's the sugar at? I hope I have sugar in here. Oh, I do. Okay. You're going to use some sugar. And what you're going to do is basically give it some color and texture to that. Color and texture to that chicken. And I'm using the Imperial sugar. You can use any sugar that you want. It's up to you guys to do that. So I'm going to put one. And I'm going to do like this. Basically, I'm spreading it all over like a thin layer. And I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of it. It might seem like a lot of sugar, but keep in mind, we do have 4 drums and 3 thighs in here. So chicken thighs. So it is a lot of meat, and we want them to be more than enough brown. And you're going to wait for the sugar to get all brown and beautiful, and basically it's gonna give that chicken this gold tone to it. And I'm probably have done this video before, but being that a lot of people are joining my channel right now, I want you guys to be able to enjoy this kind of seasoning. And it's the Dominican way. I learned it from my mom. I'm just passing it on, and I don't know if anyone else have done it out there. I'm pretty sure if you're Dominican, you probably will have done it. But that's just the way it is. So we're waiting for this here. And the next step is going to be, I'm going to go wash my hands. I'm probably going to get something to grab it. And hold on. Wash my hands. Okay, here we go. I wash my hands. I have put the sugar in there, and what I do, I tend to put, sorry, that fell. Thank God I just sealed the bag, because it's a sealable bag. So what we do is basically just put it as medium high, or you can put it a little bit in high into that sugar as caramelized. If you know what caramelization is, that's definitely going to be getting everything caramelized into the taste and everything. Let me just go turn the TV off. Give me 1 second. here we go. And what I'm going to do is white rice with beans, and the chicken is going to be guisada, which is mean it's going to be carne guisada. And this is going to be a little bit of English and Spanish version of this video. So ahora mismo lo que vamos a hacer es a hacer la carne, y lo que he hecho, he añadido un poco de aceite de olivera. Y ahora le puse 2 cucharaditas pequeñas de azúcar blanca, imperial azúcar. Y ahora estoy esperando que la azúcar se vuelva como marroncita. Y ahora la estoy viendo, mira, que está poniendo marroncita. Está llegando al marroncita ahí, a lo que nosotros queremos. Pero vamos a esperar que llegue hasta el punto. Y van a ver cómo la carne se va a dorar. It's like you're getting a golden tone on that chicken. So we're definitely going to be, I'm going to be moving the pot. Voy a estar moviendo el caldero porque quiero que todo se vuelva como ese color. So está ahí, ya está casi ahí. Ahora mira, lo único que vamos a hacer es, miren ahí donde está. ¿La ven? Así está. Y así que lo necesitan. Voy a poner el fan, porque si no lo pongo va a oler a que se está quemando las cosas aquí. No es que está quemando, sino es que está perfecto. Ahora vamos a buscar la carne y la vamos a echar ahí. Vamos a bajar un poco el fuego ya, porque ya está en el tono que yo quiero. Y le vamos a mover. Yo lo voy a mover porque no quiero que se caliente más. I'm going to remove it for a little bit until I put them in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour those Thai in there. Lo que voy a hacer es que voy a entrar a poner la carne adentro para que se ponga ese colorcito bello que da el azúcar. Y esto me lo enseñó mi mamá. So, si tú eres dominicano, tú sabes muy bien que cada mamá dominicana siempre le enseña a sus hijos que tienen ese don de hacer así. Se está quemando un poquito eso, déjame darme rápido porque entre más hablo, más se cose, ¿ok? Vamos a ver, lo que vamos a hacer es que agarramos esto acá y echamos una de ellas. Voy a echar una. Y va a coger ese tono, todo esto acá. Vamos a echarla. Déjame moverla. Lo voy a mover para acá. Y la voy a echar acá. Déjame mover esto acá. Y voy a echar la carne. El fondo es bien grande, eso, por eso va a tomar su tiempo. Y lo único que voy a hacer es la carne, porque ustedes pueden hacer el arroz y la habichuela, es lo más fácil del mundo. Si quieren que le haga el arroz y la habichuela, déjenme saber. Uno de estos días le hago el arroz y la habichuela. Pero ahora mismito, lo que me voy a enfocar es en el pollo, ¿ok? Y lo que van a hacer es que van a esperar que esos 5 piezas se doren. So now what we're going to wait is for those 5 pieces to get that golden tone that we want, and we're going to do that. So let's go and do that. So I'm going to, you see the caramel forming? That's what you want, a caramel forming. And that's going to give them that nice gold tone. So it's caramel forming. Saben que es como caramelo que se está formando y le va a dar ese color doradito que necesita la carne para que se sienta ese color tan bello. Y voy a subir un poco el fuego más porque como lo bajé, como se estaba quemando, estaba hablando demasiado yo. So I'm saying that actually it was burning, so I put the flame down, but now I'm putting it back on into medium, and I'm gonna wait for those beautiful tones to get. You definitely need to be high heat to get to the caramel stage of the sugar. Definitivamente tiene que estar el caramelo, el azúcar tiene que estar bien caliente para que pueda llegar a esa etapa donde crea caramelo. Es como caramelo. Y después del caramelo, pues tú lo pones ahí. Vas a poner la carne y ahí van a comenzar a... Déjame enseñarte cómo se ve esto acá. Voy a hacer esto acá. Bajarlo un poco más. Y esto lo voy a bajar un poquito aquí. Y van a ver cómo está. como está esto, se ve como negro o como marroncito. Eso es lo que tú quieres. Tú quieres que esté un color marroncito. This is definitely what you want. You want like a little brownish color to it, because definitely is going to make the tone change. And you're gonna see when I flip this meat, you're gonna see that the meat is gonna change color. Van a ver que cuando voltee la carne, van a ver que el tono va a cambiar, el color va a cambiar y va a ser un tono bien bonito. Vamos a hacerlo ahora. Vamos a voltearlo para que ustedes vean cómo se ve. Okay. Mira ese tono, ese bello color que le da. Look at that beautiful golden tone that you're getting from the meat. It's what we call, Dominican call, está doradita la carne. La carne se está dorando. Y eso quiere decir que va a tener un colorcito bien bonito. And you know that if you're Dominican, that to do this with the meat is to give it a nice flavor. And that flavor is going to be amazing. Because you're giving the tone of that gorgeous, basically you're going to be taking care of that. And I love the fact that you can do this at home. I mean, I can do this in the pressure cooker if I want to, but first I have to do this step. I can definitely go put them in the pressure cooker, and it's going to be maybe 35 minutes or 40 minutes to get it all tenderized and to the point that my daughters will love. So now you're gonna go and continue on and putting the other ones in, and you can take them out after both of them are toned. Si quieren pueden sacarla después que están entonadas y tienen ese colorcito tan bello. Pero yo lo que voy a hacer es que la voy a mover y la voy a poner una encima de la otra hasta que todas estén en el color perfecto. So así no tengo que sacarla. So basically you can take it out if you want the meat once that gold tone is achieved. But what I do is I put it on top of them because they already have a tone, so I don't have to move them. So then instead of actually taking it out of the pan, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put them inside on top of each other. And normally, to get this meat tenderized, it would take 2 hours for me to do. But because I'm just getting them that golden tone done in here, which you're not gonna get in a crock pot, you're not gonna get anywhere else. I mean, you could probably do it in the pressure cooker because I can season, and but that's not the point. The point is that you need to do this in the stove. It's just the way it has to be. And don't ask me why, but that's just the way my mom taught me, and I'm just following her guide. So now I only have 2 more pieces of this meat to put in there. And I'm gonna let those get brown. And of course you have those juices that you have, and we will be using those juices. Keep them, don't throw them out. We're gonna be using those juices, and we're gonna give it like maybe 2 minutes to get that brown tone in each side. And that's gonna be the perfect combination of it. And if you guys want me to, I'm trying to think if I actually gonna make the rice for you guys too. You know what? Why not? Let's go make the rice too. I'll make the whole thing. I'm gonna go make the whole. This is what we call bandera, and it means that Dominican flag, because you're gonna have chicken, you're gonna have carne guisada, which is va a ser carne guisada con arroz blanco y cualquier habichuelas. La llamamos la bandera porque trae 3 cosas típicas dominicanas, que son el pollo, el arroz y la habichuela. So basically this is typical a flag, we call it, because it actually have 3 things: chicken, white rice, and beans. So, and that is done pretty fast too. Okay, so we're getting that second one, golden tone. And this one might not be as golden as the other ones, but it's getting that tone. That's all you matter. That's all it matters. Look, this is how we're doing it right now. And that's how you want that to be. I know it's a fast one, but I cannot stay there too long because it's gonna be, I think even the thing is getting fogged too. Anyway, but here we go again. Let's go and continue with this pot. And I'm gonna try to put it as close as I can so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so definitely I put them on top, and I'm churning this ones because it's getting that gold tone that I want. And you see that the sugar is gonna get changed to more like a golden tone. It's not going to be doing anything else but that. And the next step is just gonna be simple. You're gonna turn it around. Okay. You're gonna turn it around. And I'm gonna be putting the water, like maybe 2 or 3 cups of water every hour until it simmer down, and you do that. So le vamos a poner agua, como 2 copas de agua. Y cuando baje el agua se gate, vamos a echar más agua. Aquí está el sazón. El sazoncito que guardamos aquí, se lo vamos a echar por encima. This seasoning, like I said, is going to go right on top of it. So that seasoning is going to give that beautiful flavor. Ese sazón le va a dar más sabor a este pollo, okay? So this chicken is going to taste even more flavorful only because of that. And if you want, you can use the same bag and get water and pour it right in there. Because this is good, you see? This is perfect. And that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm using this same bag that I actually had in my chicken, and I'm gonna just go with the water. This is 2 cups of water in here, and that's the turmeric. The color of India is the turmeric that I put in my seasoning. Guys, if you haven't seen that video of me seasoning my meat, please go do so, because that's gonna give it more flavor to it. And definitely, that's how we're gonna do it. Simple as. It's gonna be as simple as possible. I'm a simple girl. I don't complicate myself too much. This is the way it goes. So now we're gonna simmer this in medium-low. Oh, I'm gonna put it in medium. And I'm going to make sure that I move everything, and then all the meat is being spread out, because I want everything to get infused with that water. Okay, another step that I do is I add a chicken cube to this now. At this stage, I add a chicken cube to it. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Let's see if I find it. Okay. You guys know I keep telling you that I use chicken cubes, and I'm gonna use a whole one. What I tend to do to make the process even easier is grab a little bit of the water and put it in a little container and microwave it for 30 seconds. And then it will gonna get all soft, and then it will distribute to all over the place. I don't know why, but this gives the chicken more flavor. It goes all over the place, and it's definitely going to, instead of actually grabbing some of the water from here, I'm still gonna be watering a lot. So I'm just gonna get a little bit more water, and I'm gonna put this in here. And for some reason, I always like shredding them. Like put them in little pieces, like basically shred them in little pieces like this. Shred them in little pieces. And what it's gonna do when you put it in the microwave, it's gonna dissolve, and then you just pour it over it. And I'm gonna show you. And all I do was I put a little bit of water. The sky's the limit. You put as much as you want to. I'm gonna move this here because I need the microwave, and the light is blocking it. Let's do the microwave, and I'm gonna do 30 seconds in the microwave. And then once that's done, then we'll move on to adding it on top of it, and that is gonna add so much flavor, guys. Let me go wash my hands because this is a little dirty. My hands are clean, you know I washed them, okay? Okay, so the 30 seconds are up. Let's go and get this here, and I'm gonna move this here because I can't move everything at the same time. So what I do is I grab a spoon, right? I grab a spoon, And then I just try to dissolve. Basically dissolve that sopita, which is, voy a disolver, lo que voy a hacer es que voy a agarrar una sopita, la voy a disolver en esto, le voy a echar un poco de agua y entonces esto va a hacer una mezcla de líquido para echarle por encima. Y todo ese jugo, ese sabor y todo eso se lo voy a echar por encima y lo voy a distribuir en la carne, porque cuando nosotros echamos la sopita, queremos que se distribuya por toda parte. So basically we want the chicken cubes to go everywhere, all over the chicken, and that's precisely what we want. So we want that chicken cube to dissolve itself and basically just be what it is. Flavor on the bottle. That's basically, and all those flavors are gonna go right into, and basically you're creating a little broth. Lo que están haciendo es que están creando un coso de sabor, como si estuvieras haciendo una sopa, ¿verdad que sí? Pues así mimito. Tienes esto acá y ahí está. Ahora lo que voy a hacer es que lo voy a echar acá. Vamos a ver aquí. Vamos a echarlo acá. Déjame poner esto para acá un poquito para arriba, porque quiero que ustedes lo puedan ver. No se me va a botar esto ahora porque no quiero que se me bote. Ok, so aquí lo que van a hacer es que lo van a poner acá y lo voy a poner aquí para que lo puedan ver mejor. Espero que lo puedan ver mejor o no sé. Ahí lo va a ver. Ok. So there you're going to see it better. I'm going to pour right on top of it and I'm going to spread it all over. Like here. You're going to spread it like all around. All around. And then that is going to give that beautiful flavor to that meat. So, ese sabor de sopita le va a dar ese gusto a este pollo. Un poquitico más de gusto, porque sabes que entre más gusto, mucho mejor. If it's more flavorful, it's going to be better. At least Dominican, we love our flavors. We love our flavors, so we have to show you how those flavors are integrated. Let's go and continue on doing this. And this is just done. Aquí estamos ya terminamos. Está todo hecho. Lo único que tenemos que hacer es ponerle la tapa y cocerlo. Lo que vamos a hacer es que lo vamos a cocinar al vapor por lo menos 1 hora y media. Y tú sabes que esto lo hace perfecto porque la carne va a salir del hueso. Eso es lo que queremos. So you know this chicken is going to fall off the bone because you're going to steam it and you're going to continue pouring water into it until it's that perfect consistency that you want. I'm saying I love it very tender. My daughters love it very tender. But they always love the caldito, which is the seasoning water around the chicken. So I make sure that I leave enough because they love it. And they put it on top of the rice. And that's how it goes. So, también mi niñas le encanta el caldito que viene del pollo. So, yo tengo que guardar un poco de esa agua porque si esa agua no está ahí, ella no le va a gustar. Le encanta echarle el arroz encima. Y eso es lo que vamos a hacer. Vamos a ver qué tan bueno esto va a estar. Porque a ella le encantan, pero ustedes saben que entre más sabor, mucho mejor. Así seguimos entonces. Ok, so esto ya está hecho acá. Lo que voy a hacer es que voy a buscar la tapa de esto. Y la tapa de esto aquí está. Y ahí está la tapa. Este Dutch oven. This Dutch oven is done. We have done everything that we need to do. Now let's move on to, and I'm going to move it back so we can move on and do the next one. So we are done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in the middle. And once I'm done with the middle, I'm going to push it back. But be very careful. Lo que voy a hacer es que voy a empujar esto para atrás y vamos a hacer el arroz ahora, ¿ok? Ya no podemos mover y hacer el arroz si queremos, o lo podemos hacer 1 hora antes después, porque esto va a durar 1 hora y media cociéndose. O lo puedes hacer en la olla de presión por 30 o 40 minutos. Yo recomiendo como unos 30 minutos para ver, y después si se pone mejor, entonces tú lo chequeas y lo vuelves y lo pones. Esa es mi recomendación. Pero cada olla de presión es diferente, so yo les recomiendo que chequeen la temperatura en su olla de presión. So you can also do this in the pressure cooker after you have done this process already. So I recommend you put it in the pressure cooker for 30 to 40 minutes And once that is done, then you guys can actually 30 minutes is best, so you can test it out and see if it's tender enough. If it's not tender enough, then you can put it for the next 10 minutes. But for me, I have learned that the tenders, I love it very tender, so I normally be 40 minutes in my pressure cooker. So that is my preference, but not yours. So go with your preference. Like I said, also, if you guys like to substitute something in my seasoning, go ahead and do so. I mean, I had someone recommended me not to put unsalted butter. I totally get it. You guys might not want unsalted butter. For my previous video from my chicken pot pie. But guys, if you don't like salted butter, use non-salted butter. That is your preference. I have my preference, you have your preference, and I adore any preferences. Just substitute it to your need. That's what I recommend. Lo que digo es que todas las cosas que yo pongo en mi comida, ustedes lo pueden sustituir para lo que ustedes quieran o lo que ustedes crean que necesiten. Porque cada cocinero cocina diferente. Y cada quien tiene su diferente método de cocinar. Este es el método mío de cocinar. So, vamos a ver. Vamos a hacer el arroz ahora. We're going to do the rice now. So let's go and do that, okay? I'm going to just put the heat in medium. And we're going to go here. Let me go look for my pot. This is my pot for my rice because it's already flavored and I love it. It's just the way it is. I love it. I'm gonna rinse this out and then I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, so we're here. And my next step is going to be just putting, I'm gonna move this away from here because this doesn't belong here. We're gonna do the olive oil first. And that's gonna be 2 or 3 spoons of olive oil. Up to you guys to see. I'm gonna show you how much it is in the pot so you can actually maybe try to find or replicate that. So that's how much it is going to be in the pot. That is all you need. You're not gonna need anything else. And let's go. And the next step is adding salt because we're going to do white rice. We're not doing anything else but white rice, okay? Salt. So the next step is going. El próximo paso va a ser echarle un poco de aceite de oliva y lo vieron como cuánto le puse. Lo que tienen que hacer es añadirle la sal. Y esta sal que es sal, se llama sal rosada y la compro en Costco. Si ustedes prefieren otra sal, usen la sal que ustedes tienen porque cada uno tiene su propia sal. Everyone have their own salt, so use what salt you be. I'm going to use the pink Himalayan salt from Costco, and I buy the big tub. Let me see if I find it in here. I buy the big tub of it, and I just refill the old one that I used to have. So this is that, and I just refill it. This is the pink Himalaya, and I just refill the old salt. This way I have a bunch of them. Now, let's put it on. And I'm gonna put maybe 1 or 2 spoons of salt. Or maybe 1.5 spoons of salt, because this one is actually very, so there we go. That is all we do. I do a couple of these. 1, 2, and 3. That's it. And then that's how much salt I put on. I'm gonna show you. Eso es la cantidad de sal que le pongo. So, si pueden ver eso, perfecto. Let's go. Now, after you put the salt, next is water. So I'm gonna do maybe 3 cups of water to 3 cups of rice. Voy a poner 3 copas de agua a 3 copas de arroz. Eso es lo que voy a hacer. Si quieren saber cuál arroz yo uso, déjenme saber. Le hago eso también. Let me put this away. Déjame poner esto. Let me put that away. Okay, let's keep on going. This goes away too. Okay, ahora vamos a bajar el fuego porque está muy intenso ahora mismo. I'm gonna take down the fire a little bit because I don't want it to go a little bit overboard. So let's get that cup of water, that 3 cups of water. And I'm gonna go look for my bowls. And I have my refrigerator that I normally measures, so I'm just gonna let them measure it. I do have to say that sometimes I find out that the measuring on the refrigerator is a little bit off. So keep that in mind, because every refrigerator is different. I'm just gonna use mine because I know I can use it, but I use a little bit more than normal. Okay, like maybe 3 and a quarter and 1/4. Okay, so I have 3 1/4 because it's my measuring for my refrigerator, and I'm gonna pour it in there. And be careful, because once you have waited so long, I have been talking a lot, so I know that this is actually taking a long time. So I'm gonna pour, and it's gonna make a little rattling sound because of course I have waited a long time. But this is it. That's all you need. Now you're gonna let that water boil. And you can, and as a expert of cooking, well, not expert, I'm well enough. I have been cooking since I was 10 years old. My mom taught me that, and I'm already going to be 44 this year. So I've been cooking for a while already. I'm not an expert, but I do cook, and I love cooking, and I especially love cooking for my family too. So now what I'm gonna do is that what I recommend you do is maybe taste it. If you want to, you can taste it. I'm gonna go do that and taste it. And to me, that has very good flavor. I think the salt is enough. But if you feel that it's too much salt, pour a little bit more water in there and take as much water out too, so that the salt is not as strong. If you want to fix it, another way of fixing a rice, if it's not well done, or if it's is by adding a little bit of water with a little bit of salt and pouring it on top of it, just to make the rice perfect for you. That's easy way of fixing a rice. But I never had to fix it because I always use the same kind of rice, and I know 3 cups of water to 3 cups of rice is always going to produce the same amount of rice, and it's going to be tender enough the way that I like it. But like I said, everyone have their own taste. You can put 4 cups of rice if you want it more smushy or more tender. But for me, that is perfect. Let's go. And then I am going to get my rice out. I buy my rice at Costco. I do the jasmine rice. And I believe we buy 50 pounds of it. And that lasts us up to 6 to 8 months. And we pay like $40-something to it. So that's your preference, or you can buy it at Walmart, which is very expensive, but I prefer to buy it at Costco because it's less expensive and it lasts us a long time. And during that storm that hit, we had rice. We didn't have to run, and no one around here had it. So I am glad that we always stock up to make sure that our family have those things. And that's why I love seasoning my meat and put it in a deep freezer, because I can take it out as I need it. And if I stock for 3 to 4 weeks, I know that we're gonna have the meat necessary to survive a frost like last year. So that's my recommendation to you guys. Take it with a grain of salt. Como digo, esto ahora vamos a echar 3 tazas de arroz, y lo vamos a echar en el caldero que tenía yo. ¿Dónde lo eché? Oh, aquí mismo lo voy a echar. Voy a buscar 3 tazas. Déjame ver si consigo las tazas acá. Aquí no está. Déjame ver si está. I'm gonna check if I have the cup measurement in my my dishwasher, which probably it is in here. Yeah, I have it in my dishwasher because I've been cooking a lot, guys. As you can see, I've been posting more videos. Como ustedes pueden ver, aquí encontré mi taza Esto es una copa de arroz. Van a hacer 1, 2 y 3. Okay, so now we have the 3 cups of rice. Now we're gonna wash this, and I washed it 2 times. So, and then I use the water for my plants outside. That's what I do. I don't know if anyone does it like that, but if you're Dominican, you know that this water rice gives some nutrients to your plants, and that is just my recommendation. Up to you guys if you want to take it or not. Bye bye. Okay, let me go wash it. Okay, so this is how the water looks when you're done washing it, and this water is going to be used for my plants. Esta agua la voy a usar para mis plantas porque le dan muchos nutrientes a ella, ok. So vamos a hacer esto ahora. Ya lavé el arroz, está lavado, lo lavé 2 veces. Ustedes lo pueden lavar hasta 3 veces si quieren. You can wash the rice up to 3 times. I just wash them twice. That's how much I wash it, but you can do your own preference. I know some people don't wash the rice, but I do need to feel that I have to wash the rice. So that is just my preference. If you guys don't want to wash the rice, that's up to you guys. But as a Dominican, we always wash the rice. It's just part of the culture. I would feel like, you know, that if I don't wash my rice, I'm not doing what my mom taught me. So I'm definitely going to be. So now what we're going to do is we're going to have this rice boil. And once this boils, that what's going to happen is that the rice is going to get all dried up, and that's what you want. You want it to dry as much as possible. Let me put this away. I'll close down. And you can hike up the flame if you want to. I'm going to put it as high as possible because I want them to dry pretty fast. That's up to you guys. You can put it, leave it medium high, and leave it like that. Pueden subir el fuego a cuanto quiera. Yo lo voy a subir para que comience a hervir lo más rápido posible y para que se seque lo más rápido posible. Tú sabes, si el arroz tiene que, para poderlo tapar, tiene que estar totalmente seco o por lo menos temporalmente seco, ¿ok? Y eso es lo que vamos a buscar. Aquí voy a bajar un poquitico el volumen, el fuego a esto aquí atrás. I'm gonna put down the flame on the back because I noticed that is actually coming a little bit too much. But here we go. So this is actually pretty good. I'm going to stop moving it, and what I'm going to wait for is for the rice to dry up. Let's wait, and I'm going to go look for the top for this container. Let's go look for the top. Okay, so I got my top for this container, which is clean, and everything is clean. And I'm gonna wait for it to dry up first. And then another step that I do when I want my food to be done faster, I put a little bit of foil on top of the rice. And that is just going to make the rice steam more. Make sure you don't put the shiny part, you put the non-shining part. Because I hear that the shiny part is not good for you, so you don't want that. And then I just fold it like this, and then I just keep it on the side here. And as soon as this is dry, that's what we're gonna do. Lo que vamos a hacer es que le vamos a poner un poquitico de papel de lonche, porque el papel de lonche lo va a hacer que el arroz esté más rápido. Si tú quieres que la comida esté rápido, esta es la mejor combinación para hacerlo. So, ahora vamos a hacer esto acá. Y el arroz está secando ya. The rice is drying up, and that's precisely what we want. It's drying up, and that is perfect. Okay, once it's dry, we're gonna put this on top, and then we're gonna put the top on top too. So that's going to be the process. But being that we are trying to do everything, I'm gonna get the beans going too. And once that dry, or maybe I should just finish with the rice, because if I continue on, it's going to be a little bit too much for you guys. Let's just finish this and then move to the beans, because that's how it is. And I'm gonna wait for it to dry up. I'm gonna go get the pot for the beans. Okay, we have the pot. Let me rinse it out. Here we go. We're not gonna let that rice stick. Si quieren dejar que el arroz se pegue un poquito para hacer concón, si ustedes saben lo que significa, if you want the rice to stick and have this little crust, which we call concón Dominican, and you know what it is, you can still let it have that little crust on the bottom of it. As soon as you cold it, just put the flame a little bit higher, and you will get that. So now my rice is dry. Ahora el arroz está seco. Si quiere hacer un poco de concón, como te digo, deja que se pegue un poco. Pero yo no lo dejo que se pegue. El concón se hace después. The concón is always done after, so too. So I'm like, that's the way it goes. Sorry guys if you're not getting my face in it, but you don't need my face, you need the food. That's what it is. I'm all about the food. And if I'm chatting too much or talking too much, let me know too. Okay, the rice is dry enough and we're in that consistency. That's how I want it. That's how dry I want the rice to be. So that is perfect. It's dry. Now I'm just gonna do this. Make sure that your rice is always in the center here. I'm piling it up, and that is just gonna make the rice perfect. So now we're gonna lower it to a medium level rice. Okay, so we're gonna lower it to medium. I would say it's between low, a little bit higher than low. If you have, because that's what I have low. But if you don't have a low and you have numbers, it will be a number 3 or number 4 or 3.5. That will be the perfect temperature for that rice. Now I'm gonna put this si quieren poner, para ponerle el arroz, no tienen que poner la temperatura número 3 o un poquitico más arriba del low en la estufa, porque a veces son diferentes estufas. Yo he tenido estufa en todos los lugares, en Washington, en todos los lugares. So aquí está, vamos a bajarle el fuego un poquitito a 2 o 3 y ese es el punto que queremos, ¿ok? Ahora vamos a poner esto aquí arriba. Vamos a dejar que esto. So now we're putting the foil on top of it. Now we're going to put that top on top of it. And that is going to take 20 minutes or less to be done. And that's going to be perfect. Now let's jump into getting those beans going. Let's go. Now we're going to get the beans going, and that is the next step. Let's go. Beans, the first step is going to be olive oil all over again. Let's do olive oil. I'm going to get a towel to clean this thing here. Sorry guys if I'm blocking you, but I'm going to get a towel to dry the pan because I'm going to put olive oil and I don't want it to start jumping. You know it will. With oil doesn't normally does that to it. So I'm gonna bring this here so you guys can see it better. Because I can't move anything else anymore. So there we go. So we're gonna go with the oil. And it's going to be 1 or 2 teaspoons of oil. This is olive oil. I always use olive oil. You can use whatever oil you prefer. It's up to you guys, but this is how much you're going to use. Oh, let me see if I can show you guys. That's how much you're gonna use. And now we're gonna go look for my sofrito. That's gonna be the base of everything. Okay, so I definitely took my sofrito out yesterday because I needed to replenish my sofrito. I already have. It was already gone, the other one. So now this one I'm taking off from the freezer, and I took it out last night to make sure. And all we have to do is just pour a little bit of it. That's all we need. We don't need no more than that. We don't need no more than that. And that's all we're gonna need. Now let's go get some tomato paste. Here we go with tomato paste. Here we go with my tomato paste. And we're gonna pour just that much, like 1 teaspoon. And that, I think that should be good. I'm not gonna even put no more. I was gonna put more, but no. 1 teaspoon is perfectly fine. Let me just get another spoon to move this. And this is what we're gonna do. Of course, you're gonna need a chicken cube too. Let's go look for that chicken cube. And this is totally different. You don't have to dissolve the chicken cube and get it done, because you're really not gonna need that, because this is gonna get dissolved in the pan. So let's go. You can put 1, you can put it on half, up to you. I like to put a whole one because my beans are gonna have more flavor, and it's gonna be more flavorful, and that's precisely what I want. So this is what you have. This is precisely what you have. And I'm gonna let that sopita, which is a chicken cube, I want it so le eché un poco de aceite, el sofrito que yo siempre hago. Ustedes saben muy bien cuál es mi receta. Le voy a incluir la receta de sofrito también, si quieren ahí. Y ahora está aquí. Ya está todo ready. El sofrito, la salsa. Aunque creo que la salsa tiene un poquitico demasiada. Déjame quitarle un poquitico más de la salsa. Le voy a quitar un poco porque como que le puse demasiado. Le voy a quitar un poco. Pero you can put half a teaspoon. It's more than fine for the. And if you feel that you need a little bit more. So now let me lower this because I'm gonna need to get my beans. Beans, what are we doing? Oh, let's do guandules. I'm gonna do guandules. I'm gonna keep it traditional, and I'm gonna do guandules, which is they call pigeon. They call green pigeon peas, and they call guandules verdes, which is very good. Guandules verdes. I'm gonna have it here. We're gonna drain that water inside of it. Drain the water. And then you're gonna pour it right on here. And you're gonna pour it. Le vas a botar el agua y después que tiene aquí, y después lo vas a echar aquí mismo. Y a mí me gusta majar los guandules para que tengan mucho mejor sabor. I like to smash a little bit the guandules because that's gonna give it more flavor. So you definitely want to smash them down a little bit. Let's do this. And actually, this was supposed to be from the rice. So let's do this one. Actually, that's not gonna help either. I need something that's gonna be able to smash it a little bit. Let me see. Okay, so this is perfect. This is what I use for my mango. So this is what I use for my mango to smash it down. And I'm just gonna smash it down a little bit. You're gonna smash it a little bit. Okay, so here we go. They're all smashed. A little bit, not all of them, just some of them are smashed, and that's what we want. I'm gonna pour the water because I want all the residue from here. Le voy a echar al agua ahora 1 o 2 tazas, pero le voy a echar 1.5. I'm gonna put 1.5 cup of water, and I'm gonna use that same container, and I'm gonna go to my refrigerator. Okay, the reason I'm putting 1.5 cup of water is because I'm gonna let this water simmer to give that beans some flavor, and those flavors are gonna come to life. And if you feel that you need more water than 1.5, put more water in. It's up to you guys. I'm gonna put only 1.5, and now I am tasting this, and I'm gonna taste how flavorful this is, or if I need to put more water. And if it's still salty, you're definitely gonna need a little bit more water in there. So I'm going to taste it with this one actually right here. Let's do this. Okay, so the flavors are there. I definitely tasted, and it's just amazing. It's amazing how with times you become an expert of doing the beans. Es increíble como cuando tú te vuelves una experta haciendo tus cosas. Tú no tienes ni que saber, ni probarlo, ni nada. Ya sabes que tú estás perfecto. Esto está perfecto. Sabe buenísimo. Y ahora lo único que tienes que hacer es dejarla que hierva. Now, all you have to do is let it boil. And then after it boils, you're going to put a pinch of white vinegar. Only a pinch, not too much. Just to give it extra flavor. Or you can do it right now. You know what? Let's go ahead and do it if you want to. But I normally let it boil first, and then I put it in. And it shouldn't take too long because I've been cooking it already. So yo espero que hierva, pero como lo estoy tratando de hacer todo en menos de 1 hora para que ustedes puedan verlo, vamos a hacerlo ahora mismo. Vamos a ponerle vinagre. We're going to put the vinegar right now. Vinegar, where are you? Okay. So I don't put too much vinegar in. I just put a little bit. That's why I always measure it with something else, so it doesn't go overboard. And just keep in mind, if you rice is too high, which mine is, I'm starting to smell it and it's too high, I'm going to lower it. Okay, so this is too much. This is like a lot already. I don't know if you can see it, but this is too much. Okay, I want half of that, so I'm gonna pour half of that, and then the rest is going back into the jar. Well, it's gonna go back in there. You know what? I'm not gonna pour it back. It's too much work to put it back, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. And now we are going to move it, and I'm gonna taste it, and that's perfect. That is just perfect. That is where I want it. That is precisely where I want the rice to be. I'm gonna check the rice, and you're gonna see how the rice is looking already, and how far done it is. Look, the rice is almost done already. The rice is almost done. Incredible. But that foil is gonna make a difference between 20 and 30 minute rice. So keep that in mind. Now let's put this back, and I'm gonna show you. Where's that at? I'm gonna show you now how that chicken is coming along. I think I might need a little bit of water in there, so I'm going to try to move things around. I'm gonna move the rice over here, and then I'm gonna move them back just to show you guys. So let me see what I can do here. I'm gonna move this here, right here, and then I'm gonna move this here for you guys to see how that chicken is coming along, and how beautiful that gold tone is that we gave it that we gave them with sugar, sorry. Sugar, I lost my thumb. Ahora pueden ver qué tan bella esa carne está con ese colorcito tan bello que el azúcar le dio. Okay? So you definitely can see now the sugar and the golden tone that it given. I'm gonna go rinse this because I already used it for the beans and I don't want it to get mixed. There you go, and you have that chicken. It's actually getting stuck because I haven't been supervising it too much. It's got a little stuck. Está un poco pegadita, pero está bien, no te preocupes. No está quemada ni nada. It's not burnt or anything, but that is just extra flavor that you're gonna get in there, and that is how it's going to look. That's how your chicken is going to look. And now you're gonna put more water in there, because obviously those 2 cups of water that we put before are gone, long gone. So let's put more water in there. Let me see if I have anything that I can pour. I'm gonna rinse this, and I'm gonna use that as the. And we're gonna go back to looking at that chicken, because we're gonna go and put more water into it. So we're gonna put 2 cups of water in here again. Let's put those 2 cups in the chicken. I'm sorry if I'm moving this thing too much, but that's just the way it is. When you're cooking, and that's life right there. So now we have water back to consistency, and we want to make sure that we actually lower the heat a little bit, because I'm noticing that the heat is becoming a little bit too much for it. But keep in mind, the more heat, the faster this chicken is going to be done. And you have this caldito, and which is delicious, and I'm gonna taste it because I know it is gonna be delicious. I just know it is. Oh yeah. And you have that chicken cube that I added, those flavors. I am tasting them so good. I can taste them. Now let's go and push all this back where it belongs, to the back. Now we're going to take care of that and put it back where it belongs. We're done with that. We're gonna put the heat medium, almost a little bit prior to medium high, okay? Now we're gonna move this here. The rice is done, and I'm gonna move that beans back where they belong. And I'm gonna hike up the flame on the beans, because I want them to boil. Once they boil, I'm gonna lower them, and I'm gonna simmer them for maybe a half hour to an hour until those chickens are done, because they're not done, and they will not be done until at least 1 more hour. So let's just put the top on and keep on cooking that chicken. And the rice is almost done, and I can actually churn it if I want to right now. You know, let's go ahead and churn that rice, which I will be churning right now. And oh, it smells so good. Okay, now let's get another. I like something sturdy that I'm gonna move in. So we're gonna move that rice, and we're gonna churn it like that. We're gonna turn it like that, and we're gonna turn it like that, and we're gonna just leave it like that. And that is the rice right there. And we're not gonna put it in the middle anymore. The rice is perfect. What I tend to do with the rice is I buy my avocado spray. Normally my mom used to pour a lot of oil into it, but I got this avocado spray, and all I do is I just spray it, and it gives it that beautiful tone to it, and golden tone, and that is all we need. A little spray of avocado oil. Simple. If you're Dominican, you know this is the trick to be done. Even my niece, when she visits, she was like, oh, I'm gonna do that, because it's gonna be less oil that you're gonna be consuming. So that's always a plus. I recommend that, and that's it. Okay. Well, guys, I am going to cover this again, and I'm gonna cover it for 10 minutes, and I'm gonna let that rice finish up. And that is going to be it. This is going to be my arroz, habichuela, and everything together. This is going to be my combination of Dominican flag, which is chicken, rice, and beans. And guandules, because you can do any kind of beans that you want to with the bandera. That is the Dominican thing. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know that it was a little bit fast. I had to spend an hour because really it takes an hour to do all I did. And keep in mind, I already have my chicken already seasoned, and I already did that 2 days ago. And if you haven't seen it in my channel, I will probably put it in the comments area. I mean in the ingredients area where I normally put everything. But como pueden ver, me tomó 1 hora y algo para hacer todo esto, y la carne ya estaba cocinada. So toma tiempo hacer todo esto, toma un lugar, y cuando tú haces la comida con amor, sale el amor. When you do a food with love, that's what comes out. The love and the flavor is all that you get out of it. So I want to thank you guys for coming into my channel and watching over, and I hope this actually helped you guys do a bandera, Dominican bandera, which is rice, beans, and chicken. Espero que este le haya gustado. Este es un video que le hice en inglés y en español, y traté de transferir de español al inglés cuando podía hacerlo. So, así espero que le haya encantado este video, y que si le encantan esta clase de videos, déjenme saber para yo hacerlo más frecuente, porque a veces uno no entiende bien el idioma y a veces hay gente allá afuera que quieren ver videos en español. So, like I said, if you like this kind of video in English and Spanish, let me know, because I love doing this, and I know that there's a big community out there of Latin Americans, and basically they actually have so much flavors and stuff like that, and you guys can benefit from that. And also you can learn a little bit of Spanish there too. I don't know, I'm just guessing, but nos vemos la próxima vez en Beck Cocina, y esperemos que les guste este video, porque la verdad es que estoy muy entusiasmada. I hope you like this kind of video, and if you do, give it a thumbs up and let me know that you like it, so I know that this kind of video are very good for you guys, and then you love it. I'll see you next time on Beck's Cocina, and if no one told you, you're special just the way you are. Bueno, espero que le haya gustado este video. Si le gustó, denle una manita para encima. Y si no les gustó, pónganle manos para abajo también. Pueden hacer lo que ustedes crean. Y si les gusta esta clase de videos, déjenme saber también para yo hacerlo más frecuente. Como digo en mi canal casi siempre, tú eres especial de la manera que tú eres. Haz la comida de la manera que tú creas que es. Añádele lo que tú quieras. No le pongas más de lo que tú quieras. Yo digo que una buena cocinera siempre aprende o hace o moldea la receta a su manera. Like I was saying, a good cook always molds the recipe to make it his own. And that's what I do. I try to make my recipe my own and add ingredients that normally people wouldn't add, and things that normally they wouldn't think of. And if you think that there's any difference that other people have done, let me know. I would love to hear from your comments. I would love to hear everything you have to say. And I'll see you next time on Beck's Cocina. And if no one told you, you're special just the way you are. Goodbye. Bye. Nos vemos la próxima vez. Bye.